Let's shift gears into publish now, right? So the traditional approach to getting your message in front of more people is doing biz dev, right? It's outbound prospecting, it's making calls, it's going networking, it's hunting. That's how I started. It's probably how you started. Now, as my first business grew, I started hiring people to do that stuff for me. But these people, they're expensive. And so while my top line revenue grew for a long time, profit was a really rare bird. And at some point, I had to evolve beyond labor-driven growth. And you do too. So I want you to take Clarissa as an example. Her original pitch was, I'm a family lawyer. I help families navigate the complexities of divorce, which kind of is another one of those drill bit sort of pitches. So we helped her change it to, I'm a family lawyer. We help couples separate, stay out of court, and stay friends, which you can kind of tell is really about protecting the kids.
I'm a divorce lawyer that specialises in helping separating families stay out of the family courts and stay friends, because I believe that a divorce can be a positive end to a relationship. You see, it's not divorce that harms children. It's the conflict that can go on for years and years thereafter that will ensure that those children will never reach their full potential.
This is a much better pitch. It's future focused, it's outcome driven, it speaks to the dormant market that were otherwise just going to go to war with each other. But now she has the right message. The problem was that she was still pitching to potential clients one-to-one, right? So it's not efficient. There's an upper ceiling on that. And the beauty of publishing content is hundreds or even thousands of people can consume your ideas while you're playing with the kids on the beach, right? So Clarissa already got that content was key. I mean, people have been talking about creating content for a decade. The fact was, though, that she wasn't doing it, and for a few reasons. The first was that she didn't know exactly what type of content to create, and she didn't have a lot of time. She was spending most of her days in a courtroom. She was also a bit worried that it wouldn't be any good, right? A bit of that imposter monster. What would other lawyers think? What would her existing clients think? You know, et cetera, et cetera. So publishing content doesn't mean you need to become an Ernest Hemingway, right? It's highly unlikely that you're a good writer or that you like writing. In fact, publishing doesn't have to be about writing at all. In fact, most of our clients aren't writers. They don't have time to spend hours writing content, but they can speak just fine. You know, if they're delivering a presentation or a workshop, or if they're being interviewed, typically the best content to publish is the stuff that you're already talking about to your prospects and clients. So we recommend recording it. Download an app called Rev. Just go to rev.com. They'll transcribe it for you for $1 a minute, cheap. Then log on to upwork.com, find an editor for about $20 an hour, give them a couple of hours worth of time, you'll do some final tweaking yourself, and presto, for less than $50, you've got a high quality article or blog or future section of a book. It's in your words, it's in your tone, it's ready to go. So my goal isn't to make you a writer. My goal is to help you start to operate like a media company. So Clarissa, she started small. She took that concept of separate, stay out of court, and stay friends. She launched a blog called The Happy Family Lawyer. And it was simple, super cost effective, easy for people to consume and to share. Within months, her business had grown 30%. Now, she already had 7 on the team, so 30% is a substantial improvement.
My blog has now been read over 25,000 times. Almost every client that I've met with in the last year has read my blog prior to meeting with me, and it's the primary reason for them choosing me over my competitors.
And so I often get some pushback though. People will tell me, Glenn, I've been posting content on Facebook and LinkedIn. It's a waste of time, it doesn't work. I want you to consider, if you're already sharing content, yet the results don't appear to be worth the time, if the juice isn't worth the squeeze, so to speak, then I suggest go back to your pitch. Your content is just a vehicle for your pitch. If Clarissa started publishing content about family law, she would have been wasting her time. By the way, Clarissa went on to become a successful author with her book Splitsville, How to Separate, Stay Out of Court, and Stay Friends. She's a successful speaker, podcaster, industry commentator. She doesn't spend her days in the courtroom anymore, which was her biggest frustration. And most of her time revolves around spreading the word, inspiring couples to separate with respect. You can listen to her whole story on my podcast. Just Google Clarissa Rayward, Dent podcast, and up it'll come.